tus playas con pasión me enamoré.
Pero chiquitita, yo te de seguir amando, mi gusto es. Pero chiquitita, yo te de...
A few days earlier to support a land taking by the French Foreign Legion. But luckily the French didn't stay long in Mazatlan because they didn't have enough forces to take the beach, so they decided not to attack that day. For the remainder of 1863, the Pacific remains pretty much peaceful, but the French were busy to the south, and they actually captured Mexico City in June of 1863. So fast forward now ahead to 1864, and there's lots of rampant rumors about the French and their return to Mazatlan, and the rumor became truth in March 26th of 1964, and the French arrived with the famous La Cordillère battleship. So they began bombing Mazatlan on March 26th, 1864. No major damage is sustained to the Mazatlan port. So after the bombing, the Cordillère takes cover behind Venado or Deer Island just over there, and and they wait for other supports, and apparently 14 boats joined them. So 2 days later, on March 28th, Wednesday, Semana Santa upcoming, if you could imagine, picture yourself here, and you have a giant battleship, the Cordillère, the famous French battleship, and 14 boats, and they decide on Semana Santa that they're going to attack the beaches and take the beach. So what were the Mexicans here, the Mexican Sinaloa forces doing? Well, and what did they have to battle against the French? They had 6 howitzers and 1 cannon. I understand from Don Gustavo it was a pretty small cannon, but That's what they had for major artillery. And then, of course, their own battalion. And these 6 howitzers and cannon were spread out that way, Playa Norte. So the actual battle took place that way to the north. This is just a commemorative location here where they commemorated what would be the victory. Sorry for the spoiler. And so 2 days later, the French came back to attack and took the beaches, and the Mexican battalion with their 6 howitzers and 1 small cannon, led by Jesus Gamboa, the captain, returned fire on the French on the beaches. And they coordinated their attack, Gamboa's men with the artillery fire, and the French retreated back to their ship, La Cordillera, unable to take the port. The Mazatlecos were ecstatic and they applauded the men. Then, as the French were regrouping, they came back this time and they tried to attack again. And Colonel Gaspar Sanchez Ochoa moved the cannon to the beaches to meet the French men and get within range of the Cordillera. The Cordillera returned fire with their 16 cannons, causing some damages to the Mexican battery of forces, but not too bad. The Mexican forces, the Mexican cannon, hit the Cordillera, causing some serious damage and forcing them to ultimately retreat that day, again behind Venado Deer Island for repairs, and they retreated there obviously to get beyond the reach of the Mexican cannon. They stayed there for 2 days repairing their wounds, and on the third day the Cordillera frigate returned from behind Venado Island with reinforcements to take Sabalo Beach. Okay, Sabalo Beach is further to the north where Pueblo Bonito is, to give you reference. So they thought they'd move around, not attack here on Playa Norte, they'd attack down further to the north, get them there, away from their cannons. Luckily, the Mexicans were swift, and they moved their men to that area down by Pueblo Bonito and met them. The Mazatlan Battalion was led by Hidalgo and Guerrero, and ultimately the French retreated again, wounded, and ultimately that night, in the middle of the night, they decided to abandon their campaign, and we now speak Spanish in Mazatlan, thankfully. So that's the short history.
French and Spanish.
Yeah. English, yeah.
And by the way, you're talking about that area, and I want to tell you something. Well, when they were building the RV and Park Rosa by there, they found a lot of bones. So they noticed that there were French bones because they look all around and say, made in French. Oh yes, and oui. So they lost a lot of people there, so they went back to... Y amigos, esta fue una breve historia de lo que viene siendo la batalla contra Francia, y pues les decía que este solamente es un monumento que en aquellos tiempos el señor Porfirio Díaz manda construir para recordar esa gran batalla en 1864. Y pues este es un lugar emblemático de Mazatlán que no queremos perder. Próximamente va a estar más bonito, si Dios quiere, remodelado. Por eso les decía que quizá el año que entra lo tengamos que hacer en otro lugar, porque va a estar ocupado el lugar. Esperemos que así sea. Muchas gracias, señor Jared, por compartir con nosotros esta bella historia, que fue una de las hazañas más grandes que ha tenido Mazatlán. De hecho, déjenme decirle, Mazatlán fue bombardeado por los chinos. ¿Sí sabían eso? Nadie lo sabe, porque fue un accidente. Los chinos iban pasando por aquí y le pegaron una patada a una bola y cayó por allá en el centro de Mazatlán.
¿En serio?
Y ahí está, sí existe. Y aquí dice, aquí cayó la bomba,
The Chinese hit Mazatlan with an attack as well.
By an accident.
By accident. ¿Quieres que explico eso?
Claro.
Okay. Después de esta batalla, after this battle in 1864, Porfirio Diaz, who was the Emperor of Mexico, he came here and they built this to commemorate the battle. So Mazatlán wants to keep this, and next year I understand there are plans to make this place, bring it back up to great condition and make it beautiful again. So we thank all you guys for being here today to return this 1864 monument to its former glory. So thank you.
Thank you, señor Head. Gracias. Esas son palabras de oro, golden words. Thank you very much. Y vamos a continuar con más música, señores, los trovadores. Con ustedes. 28 to 30 little ones.
Todos estos niños
All of these kids
llegan a nuestra casa
get in our house
con necesidades y circunstancias diferentes.
with very different circumstances and necessities.
La misión del Ejército de Salvación
And our mission
es ayudar a estos niños
is to help them out
para que puedan tener una oportunidad de vida.
to have a very, very good life opportunity.
Llevamos cerca de 30, casi 40 años.
We're almost getting about 40 years to it.
Hello, my name is Peter. My wife and I are volunteers at the Children's Home. The last 2 years, we've really integrated with the lives of the directors and the lives of the children, and have come to understand that this place is quite spectacular. It takes kids with an unimaginable past, and it gives them hope, it gives them love, it gives them a place with good nourishment and a good roof over their heads. And I have to tell you, these kids are happy, they're healthy, and they love this place. So enough talking, I'm going to tell you a little bit more about the home in between the numbers, but let's introduce our first number.
Fuerte el aplauso para ellos. Esto es todo nuestro. El bonito.
This one's called You Ain't Going Nowhere. Why so swift and the rain falling? Gonna see a movie called Gone with You. Pack up your money and pull up your tender queen. You ain't going nowhere. Ooh-wee, right behind the roads today, my bride.
Disfruta las cosas buenas que tiene la vida.
Métete, Yuli.
No, ahorita es su familia, los trajo. Buenas tardes,
Celebrate. Yes. Happy anniversary. Claro que sí. Están cumpliendo años de casado. ¿Cuántos? 1 year. 1 year. We all want you here next year doing our
Please come next year to Marzo
Gumbo Fest.
to celebrate with us. Thank you so much.
Please come next year and celebrate the Gumbo Fest, and it's your cousin. What is his name? Oh, Claudio. Okay.
Ok, pues señor Claudio, aquí. En el tercer Gumbo Fest 2017.
It's so My husband's credits not worth the same.
Thank you so much for having us here. We're just thrilled. This is one great festival, and I just want to say, yeehaw for all the people from Calgary.
Hey, but you're in Mexico, you should say Ahua.
Claudio, come next year to the Mazatlán Gumbo Fest. We want you here.
Claudio.
Okay, the mic is here. Señor Edith.
We need Bob Elliott to say a few words. We want Bob. We want Bob.
Yo soy canadiense, pero la palabra es ¡Ajua! Esto es Mazatlán en mi corazón. Gracias a todos.
Bravo, bravo.
Marija. No. You're in Mexico, you're right. Ahua. That's the way.
Okay, I just want to thank everyone that organized today, especially Judy and Gustavo. This is really special, I think, for all of your Canadian and American friends, Mexican friends. We'll be back next year. Thank you.
Y ahora sí, señores, le damos el lugar a
Next year to the Mazatlán Gumbo Fest. We want you here.
Claudio.
Okay, the mic is here. Here we
We need Bob Elliott to say a few words. We want Bob. We want Bob.
Yo soy canadiense, pero la palabra es ¡Ajua! Ok, soy Mazatlán en mi corazón. Gracias a todos.
Bravo, bravo.
No, hija. No. You're in Mexico. You're right. That's the way.
Okay, I just want to thank everyone that organized today, especially Judy and Gustavo. This is really special, I think, for all of your Canadian and American friends, Mexican friends. We'll be back next year. Thank you.
Y ahora sí, señores, le damos el lugar a...
Ahora sí, repítele.
Sin mujer, tú y yo solo, como la mujer, gracias por el pero estamos para venir el año que entra, tú y yo solo, sin mujer.